So, what stages do a does so what stages does a narcissist go through when you leave them? When the relationship ends, when you are the discarder and not the discardee. Like when you leave them, when you leave the relationship, how do they feel? What goes through the mind of a narcissist when it's all said and done? If you're new here, my name is Lee Hammock. I'm a diagnosed narcissist that is here to help you understand the mind of a narcissist. And welcome to another episode of the Narcissist Code. So boom, welcome back, folks. Welcome back. Welcome back. Yes, the mind of a narcissist, the stages a narcissist goes through when the relationship is finito, when it's done, when it's over. Good day, sir. You lose. All that good stuff right there. So what goes through the mind of a narcissist, y'all? Like what stages do they go through? I know a lot of people, when they see this video, it's going to sound like the stages of grief, right? There's 5 stages of grief. What are the 5 stages of grief? Denial, anger, bargaining, depression, and acceptance, right? Which could be a very similar pattern that narcissistic people follow once you decide to end the relationship, once you decide to dip on it. It could be very similar to what they actually do, right? But I will say this as well, because this is something that some people miss right here. The first stage that some narcissists go through when you leave, when the relationship is over, when you leave them, is happiness, right? Some of them are happy that you left. I know that might confuse some people. Like, happy that we left? What are you talking about? Like, we broke up with them. Why the hell would they be happy when we are the ones that ended the relationship? So that doesn't make any sense to me. You got to explain. You got to explain yourself right now. Right now. Yeah. Don't yell at me. Well, yell at me. Why don't you? You don't have to yell at me. I got you right here, y'all. So some narcissists will be happy that you left them because they want you to be the ones that leave. Like, the reverse discard is a thing, right? The reverse discard is absolutely real, and a lot of people experience this. The reverse discard happens when that narcissist or toxic person wants you to be the one that leaves them. They want you to be the one that ends the relationship so they don't feel as bad, right? So they don't feel bad about how the relationship is going or what happens next or whatever the case may be. They want you to end it. So some of them are absolutely thrilled that you left, that you leave them. Yeah, so some of them will absolutely be thrilled that you are the one that calls it quits, that you are the one that finally decides to end it all. They will be happy. And it sucks. And it sucks because if you leave them, you would expect them to be sad. You might want them to be sad because I guess people think that being sad means you care. So you associate that sadness with them caring about you. So when they're happy or out partying and clubbing and things like that, once the relationship ends, you might feel bad about the situation, right? You might feel that something might go on within your head or within your mind, and you're like, what the hell is going on? Now, they must have never cared about me. I must not have mattered to them. You'll start questioning your worth and your own value because they're not sad that you left. You know what I'm saying? They're happy. They're excited that you leave them, right? So just watch out for that. Watch out for the happiness stage that some narcissists go through. Not every single narcissist will go through this, right? But some narcissists will absolutely be happy that you are the one that left, that the relationship is ended, and they can go out here and do what they want to do and be with who they want to be with because they've been cheating on you. And now it gives them an excuse to play the victim. The next stage that they go through, some of them will go right to anger, right? Right to anger and rage. They will go right to raging out because they're not ready for you to be the one. They're not ready for the relationship to end, right? They're not ready for the relationship to end and whatnot. They don't have a new supply set up, so they need you to stay with them. They need you to be around. They need you to be here, and they need you to be with them. So they're not ready for you to be the one that leaves them. So they lose their damn minds. Some of them will rage out and start to threaten you and threaten to harm you and threaten to do bad things to you. So this is the stage right here, y'all. When you leave, if you see a narcissist raging out and being angry, y'all, it doesn't mean that they care. It means that some of them are obsessed. It means that some of them think that they own you or you belong to them and whatnot. That's what that means. It's a very unique space to be in when you're dealing with narcissistic, toxic people. It's something to really, really think about and really, really consider when you leave. And so, something you have to plan for, because some people try to hurt you, right? I'm not trying to be morbid, but some people will try to hurt you if you leave, because leaving can be the most dangerous time. So the ones that are not happy get angry as hell. And sometimes they get happy and then they get angry, right? Even if they're happy that you leave, like some of them will be happy, then they'll shift to sadness and anger and rage. So be very careful, because they will rage out on you and they will threaten to harm you. And sometimes, like I said, because they're not ready. They don't have a new supply set up. They don't have anybody waiting in the wings for them. So they will be angry as hell. And some of them will lose their minds because you leave them, right? Because you end the relationship, right? And yeah, like I said, some of them, like I said, the 5 stages go: denial, anger, bargaining, depression, and acceptance. But some of them don't even, so yeah, they will deny it, right? But the denial goes straight to anger. Like, it's not over. It's not over till I say it's over. So that denial and anger stage that most people go through, it's like balled up into one cumulative stage. So it's like denial, rage, denial, anger. They'll be mad as hell. They'll deny that the relationship is over, threaten to harm you, threaten to keep the kids from you. They'll start doing that right there, because that's when they shift into like the threatening, bargaining phase of narcissistic anger and rage, right? While they're angry, while they're denying the relationship, while they're angry that it's over, they'll start threatening you. And this is a narcissist bargaining right here, the threatening stage. They'll start threatening to hurt you, threatening to harm you, threatening to take everything away from you, threatening to ruin your life, threatening to end your life, threatening to make sure that you never date again. You're never going to date again. Nobody else is going to come into your life and be happy and rabble, blah, 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 boo, 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 BBB. Nobody ever going to treat you like the way I treat you. No, you're not going to ever be happy. And this and that and the third, this, that and the fourth, this, that and the fifth, right? This is what's going to happen a lot of times with people. So this is another thing that you have to prepare for as well, because they will start bargaining with you, but it's a threatening stage. It's a threatening type of bargaining, right? They threaten, they try to negotiate with you, right? They absolutely try to negotiate with you. And guess what else happens right here, y'all? Not only will they start threatening you, they'll start threatening to harm themselves. So there's a threatening stage as well, where they will start threatening to hurt themselves, because they don't know how to act, because they don't know how to behave, because they don't know how to just be human beings and act correctly. They don't know what to do or how to go about doing things. So they act out. They behave erratically. They start threatening to harm themselves. They start threatening to not pay child support, or not alimony, or not pay alimony, or not let you see the kids, right? Because if they, like I said, sometimes they'll threaten to not let you see the kids. They'll keep the kids away from you, right? So that's a stage that most narcissists go through as well, is this stage of like threatening, anger, and like it's a bargaining stage, right? But it's like threatening and anger. Yeah, will every single narcissist get angry? No. Will they start threatening you? No. Like some of them will bargain you and just try to, there's this stage, this same stage right here, where they will change. Like the stage where they go back to normal. And what I mean by normal is they go back to who they were when you first met them. Right. This is a stage that a lot of narcissistic people go through right here, y'all. If you leave them because they've been treating you badly, a lot of times they will go back to who they were originally. They'll go back to behaving how they used to behave originally. They'll go back to treating you how they used to treat you originally. Like they got you to fall in love for them. They'll go back to the love bombing phase. They'll go back to the beginning and start treating you well again. Look, sometimes damn near overnight. You tell them you want to break up. You tell them that you want a divorce. You tell them that you want to be separated or whatever. Guess what happens? They switch it up automatically. Now they're helping you around the house. Now they're cooking. Now they're cleaning. Now they give you the buns. Now y'all clapping cheeks more. You're like, wait, what happened? Because they went back. It's kind of like they had a factory reset and reset themselves back to the factory setting and started treating you a certain type of way, right? This behavior happens all the time. This is a stage that they will go through as well. Again, they will go through the stage of, and not every single narcissist is going to go through the same stages, right? Everybody's going to go through this flux, but some of them will revert back to the old them, the old me, the old loving, caring me. But this is something that you need to think about right here. If they could turn it on right now, why haven't they done it before? Like if they can start all of a sudden out of nowhere treating you better, without you even asking, that means they could have done it the entire time. That means they could have treated you better the entire time, and they were just withholding it because they were angry at you. They were withholding it because they were sorry. They've been sorry as hell. They were withholding it to manipulate you. They were punishing you on purpose. It's more manipulation, right? It's more manipulation, right? The next stage that I would say that a lot of narcissists go through, y'all, is yeah, it's kind of following the stages of grief, but I would say depression. Depression and acceptance sometimes go hand in hand. It's like this cumulative depression acceptance stage where a lot of them will go out and find a new supply if they haven't had it, right? They'll be depressed and sad as hell because they don't have they're not getting any type of narcissistic supply or validation. So they start collapsing in on themselves. Like a neutron star. They start collapsing in on themselves. So they need some type of validation from an outside source. Narcissists cannot self-validate, so we need it from an outside source. We need it from someone else. We needed to get it from somewhere else, right? So when we get it from somewhere else, that means that we're trying, like I said, we need it. So we go ahead and find a new supply because we're depressed, because we're sad as hell, because we're angry, that we need to go find somebody else to validate us. And during this stage right here, y'all, is when you see a lot of narcissists end up with somebody that's not their original type, right? I know a lot of people ask me, like, why do they pick somebody that's not their type? They need supply. They need somebody to make them feel good about themselves. They need somebody who might listen and not judge, right? We listen and we don't judge. They might need that type of person right now where they're going through this type of stuff. They need somebody, anybody. So it might be somebody that they actually don't like, or somebody that they've been talking bad about for a long time while y'all have been together. Like they've been pretending to hate this person. They've been pretending to not like this person. But this is the stage. This is what ends up happening, y'all. But yeah, after they acceptance, y'all, the cycle can start all over. They still, just because they go through this last stage where they find a new supply, it does not mean that they will leave you alone. Some of them will go back to anger, go back to sadness, go back to rage, go back to bargaining, go back to try to get you back in a relationship. The cycle does not end just because they have a new supply. And they can get married to the new supply, y'all. They can do all this type of stuff with the new supply. It doesn't mean that they will stop going through these stages. Sometimes they'll sit in anger and rage, and then they'll treat you horribly, and they'll try to punish you for the rest of your time that you have to deal with them because of a business, because of whatever, right? They'll treat you badly because you still have to deal with them. So this is something to consider, y'all. If you haven't already, hit that. Look, if you haven't already, y'all, turn on that notifications bell on YouTube. Hit that turn on notifications so you don't miss an upload, so you don't miss a video. I'm still uploading 2-3 times a day. My YouTube shorts are still coming out. It's just like YouTube told me to recommend people turn on notifications. Gotta get that number up. Anyways, y'all, be safe, take care of yourselves, and as always, y'all, mental illness is out. Peace. Before you go, make sure that you hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, y'all. You already here, just hit the button. Also, you can find my coaching, my courses, my one-on-ones. Everything is available at my website, mentalhealness.net. Kids book, self-love journal. Also, check out joining the channel memberships as well, y'all. Thank you so much for being here. I'm super grateful. I'm out. Peace.